Fast forward, you need come our channel so how see GH Politics Avenue. Podcast or training because making headlines. And your young na you be extra money, the near home braxi mo young kum. Na onya Ireman, OXP, a yen no sense ma abani debate no. Mrenim for hodona na jamra mo echecho mu adwen ewo ho a. Lawyer Teddy sorry and so atimi a channel adwen ewo Facebook poster. Onya ya jamra yedi bi exomo na in some okanyina no edisem or say cut down the fig tree which is bearing no fruit. Tedious worry sorry wigs into OXP power debate. In some okanyina say eduana enso aba no yintwa imfiri ho na imik say papa no opache say omon homoden intinisent yen no imfiri ho na we Ghana web and the Babontin so, and no any project there 2 screens so at the amount. Na young Remuka Craig was a veteran lawyer. Teddy Sorry has waded into the ongoing public discussion about the prosecutorial powers of the Office of the Special Prosecutor following the recent legal challenges to the powers. In a statement shared on his Facebook page on April 18, 2026, Sorry accepted that the issue at hand is mainly because of the law that establishes the OSP, which establishes the OSP, which he indicated does not address the issue of the country having an independent prosecutor to handle the menace of corruption. And so far, no, and your day up to a screen is on some we see Solomon also and so ajembre or join primer monso echo mu adwen ewo ho yemonwram na yehwene yeko ene de eba ma AGH Politics Avenue.
The OSP has not received this kind of authorization.
And then they are going ahead.
They are going ahead to prosecute.
Right.
And there is an issue also of prosecutorial economy here. And that's one of the things I want Ghanaians to also think of. If you bring a person before a court, your expectation that the person will be tried in a just way, in a fair way. And one of them is that the person prosecuting, the place at which the person is standing trial, will have the authorization to do so.
That. Yeah.
So if you're a judge, your concern is not that you want to protect the accused person. Your concern is that you don't even want a situation where your court will be questioned later.
But that's where a question is emerging. The OSP has put out, that out in their statement, stating that 2 courts at the same level, at the same high court level, say they are in various departments, are now divergent because one court says, which is dealing with the case proper, is saying, look, just wait, let the Supreme Court decide, and then we'll make a pronouncement on that. Then we have this court going ahead to say, I'll still make the pronouncement. Is that regular in law?
It is. High courts are courts of coordinate jurisdiction. They have the same power. One ruling of one high court does not bind the other. And from my understanding of the issues that were presented to the 2 courts, they were quite different. Right? One party is telling the court that there is a case that is challenging the authority of the OSP to prosecute.
Yes.
So stay proceedings and let's allow the Supreme Court to decide that before we continue. That is what one party is seeking.
Yes.
The other party files a quo warranto, saying that let the OSP demonstrate the authority under which it is prosecuted. If it is not able to demonstrate, then we are seeking an order to set aside what the OSP is doing. So different orders sought from the court. So it's right that the first court, which actually hearing the substantive matter, says, okay, let me wait and then see what the Supreme Court would say, because that is what the party is asking from the court.
Right.
But the second party is not asking for that. Right? I have my challenge with the second court's decision in a small way.
Yeah.
Because if you read the motion begins by saying that the party is seeking a declaration for the true interpretation of Article 88.4 and then Section 4 of the OSP.
Which does not lie with that court.
The part does not lie with the court. It's based on the interpretation of Article 88. Right. So for that, I expected the court to say that if that is the real issue before me, then I would also hold on and let the Supreme Court decide.
But were there other demands from that petition to the High Court?
Yeah. So the other orders that follow clearly was asking the court to ask the OSP to demonstrate its power. And that the courts could do. Because the court's also reading at Section 4, which a high court has jurisdiction to do, to interpret statutes, to find out whether the OSP has actually received the authorization.
Right.
And when the OSP wasn't able to produce it, the court then said that then you can't continue to prosecute. You have to go back to the Attorney General for that authorization.
To be given.
To be given before you can prosecute.
Okay, I'll come back to you on the next set. What should happen at the Supreme Court and possibly what the impact will be. But Dr. Aye, that's where the question faces you now. It's a simple matter of just giving the attorney, the OSP, warrant. I mean, the government doesn't want to do that because you lose the control or power over the whole case. Is that what is happening?
Clearly, that is not the situation. Let me say good morning to our viewers. Good morning to my co-panelists and our friends in studio. The Attorney General Department has clearly indicated that they are willing to cooperate with the OSP in terms of authorization. Their doors are always open. We heard the Deputy Attorney General making several comments and statements regarding the fact that they are willing and ready to give what kind of authorization the OSP needs. So the argument cannot be made that the government is trying to stifle the OSP.
The reason point I'm asking that is because the Deputy AG is already out, saying that they have no reason to disrespect this ruling and that they will act accordingly.
Of course, when judicial bodies rule, we are bound by it, unless a superior argument has been given, maybe from the Supreme Court, before they can do otherwise.
Go back for a while.
I'm saying that has the OSP gone to the Attorney General for authorization or warrant that he has not been given? I'm asking you, are you aware?
Are you to give or is to ask for it?
But the law says that he has to be authorized by the Attorney General.
Yes, so who is giving?
Has he gone for? Hold on. Has he gone for the authorization that he has not been given?
Justice Tremsa is now suggesting to us that he has the full ruling because without the ruling,
I'm saying that the court has asked the OSP to show what power he is using to prosecute. The OSP has not been able to do it.
I get that.
The point is that he has to go for authorization. Has he gone for authorization? He has not been given. Has he come? Hold on. Has he come to the Attorney General Department for authorization? He has not been given.
So why would the AG give?
Has he come to complain to you that he has gone for authorization? He has not been given.
Yeah, but you see, in the interest of fighting corruption,
you know that when we came,
why is the AG
we have always. In fact, hold on. Let me tell you, when this government came, there were a number of movements or motions to oust the OSP and even the office. There were people that petitioned His Excellency the President to remove the OSP. The President followed the laws, forwarded the petitions to appropriate authorities. They brought their recommendation. The President had to make sure that the OSP is maintained. Indeed, there were members of the minority, including the minority chief whip and other people, who actually wanted to table a motion on the floor of Parliament for the OSP's office.
Including your MPs too.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making. Members of the majority. That's what I say. But it took the intervention of His Excellency the President to come in and say that no, let's allow the OSP to work. So if it is about a government that really wants the OSP's office to work, you cannot count the government of President Mahama out. But you see, the point is that this case is actually a genuine case that, started in 2022. The OSP has been prosecuting this matter from 2022. In fact, I want to ask you, when that prosecution started, was it the NDC that started the prosecution to a point where the accused or defendant had to ask the question of quo warranto? No. They started long ago.
Maybe someone is giving their
Someone gave you what I did.
At least.
This is a case that started. Hold on.
They may get.
If that idea was that simple, they would have acted in 2022 because that was the time OSP was holding the neck of Ken Oforiatta.
Probably they didn't have a superior argument.
No. Quo warranto has always been here. You understand? Look, I can read for you.
Yes.
And sometimes I'm surprised the MPP, they are now. They are in the 6s and 7s about exactly their position on this OSP matter. Because I have the parliamentary hazard.
Yes.
When the bill was about to be passed. And Dr. Ine, right from opposition. Now the AG. Raised several questions. Look, let me read for you significant portions. Dr. Ine rose for an objection. And Mr. Speaker asked, do you have any objection? He said that, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to propose a further amendment because we have not indicated the mode of authorization by the Attorney General.
Which is the warrant now?
Yes.
The question.
So I wanted to propose that she is, at that time was Gloria Kufu. She is authorized by the appropriate legal instrument. Mr. Speaker, where appropriate legal process of authorization means what? Dr. Ines said, Mr. Speaker, for instance, she could do so by constitutional instrument or by legislative instrument where it will spell out clearly what the jurisdiction of the Office of Special Prosecutor is. Yeah. This is what we are doing here. This is because what we are doing here is to say that Parliament is by statute making the Attorney General authorize the Special Prosecutor. But she is the one who is delegating the authority, and there has to be a mode of delegation, Mr. Speaker.
So
that is the hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. It's very important I finish. What kind? And then Mr. Speaker asked, that is Professor Michael Kwe.
Yes.
What kind of authorization are you anticipating again? The person has been established by an act of parliament, and you are going to ask the Attorney General to start authorization, bringing in matters that lawyers describe as co-warrant to. You understand? So
the co-warrant issue has been there longer.
Even at that time,
yes,
several questions had been raised about the way and manner the authorization was supposed to be given by the MPP, because they wanted to further their parochial political interests to create an impression where they will find a way of hunting NDC appointees. They threw caution to the wind and did this. Indeed, I can tell you that even in 2021, when Kissia Jabin was being vetted as special prosecutor, he himself admitted
that there's more work to be done.
Yes, that the authorization that he is supposed to get is problematic. That when he is approved, he will take steps to resolve this matter. Please, in the last 5 years, what steps has Kissia been taken to resolve this matter? The very people who made sure that this error has been committed, they have now turned around. I've heard Mr. Kpemka, the former Deputy Attorney General, making several statements when he was the one that presented the bill, when several comments were made. They didn't mind. They are now talking. Professor Michael Kwe has now, the respected Professor Michael Kwe has now U-turned and is now blaming almost everybody around. And you see, that is the height.
This is where
that is the height of hypocrisy. And I don't think that we must encourage conversations like this in this country, where the very people who put in place measures to put us in this conundrum are the very ones who are now creating the picture. Somebody is intentionally trying to out the OSP. When this government has been the government that has been the how do they even call it? This vanguard, the vanguard of the OSP office.
Whatever the flaws about the OSP Act, it's contingent, at least for now, on a good relations between the AG and whoever occupies the office of OSP. Martin Amidu has written an article about...
it is not really about the relation. It is about
I was going
law.
to bring in what Martin Amidu wrote about.
The Attorney General raised, at the time raised objection that you cannot be using an ordinary legislation to amend the Constitution.
But whatever the flaw, it means that if I'm cool with you, I'm the AG, you are maybe Solo is the OSP, which he wants to become soon. You know, it means that if we have good relations, I could just warrant him. I mean, it's not. It shouldn't.
I'm saying that.
Why are you not giving the warrant? Just
who knows whether, as we speak, a warrant is actually being.
No, the deputy has told us that he hasn't applied for it, but you cannot.
But he has to apply for it.
No, but you can also give.
I'm saying that. The Constitution says
yes.
Article 88 says that he has to be authorized.
Yes.
Maybe Kissia Jabi didn't think that he needs authorization.
Yes, so I'm saying that.
I'm saying that.
Simply giving
who says that as we speak, no authorization is being put in place to give to the OSP. Nobody knows.
But it's not.
But the laws must work. The court has given an indication that he needs authorization. The Attorney General must take over the case. There's actually a case in Supreme Court.
Don't you see that is the case of the AG trying to pay back to say
there is a Supreme Court case that all of us are waiting for interpretation. What if the interpretation comes and says that at every material time, the OSP must actually apply for the authorization? But nobody knows. So we must wait. I'm happy about this matter. I believe that it will go a long way to, make matters clear, and we can have a clear road.
Okay, yes,
yeah, thank you so much. I think I have said it even on this platform and elsewhere that Kissia Jabi is incompetent and must be removed.
Why?
But the office must remain because he doesn't even know what to do in that office. I have mentioned it several times. There is nothing wrong with the law. Nothing. consistent with what we did about 3 or 4 months ago on this platform.
You're saying there's nothing wrong?
Yes,
there's no gap in the law?
Yes, there's no gap. And I'll demonstrate that indeed there's no gap. You see, someone within the audience,
yes,
even him, repeated that we wanted to fulfill a political promise. Since time immemorial, when you check the manifestos of almost all the political parties, including the NDC, when you check the 208 manifesto of the NDC, they mention clearly that they will separate the office of the Attorney General and the Minister for Justice. They won the elections, they couldn't do that. Because we felt that there is a lacuna. We felt that the problem is that if I am the Attorney General and my government is in session, it is difficult to prosecute my colleague minister or anyone. So that was the reason President Akufo-Addo said, let's have a special prosecutor who will be able to do that work so that he will be independent, not necessarily decoupling the office.
So that political will has been there.
So it has been there from time immemorial, and the NDC had done it, but they couldn't also fulfill that promise. When we came in 2017, when they started this law, the contention had been on Article 88, which is an entrenched clause. So there's no way Parliament could even authorize that. So when you check the OSP's preamble, and when you check even the law, when you look at Section 4(2) of the law, it is clearly stipulated that
you need a warrant.
You need authorization from the Attorney General to be able to do your work.
So is that not a gap?
So where is the gap? The OSP's office is not only doing prosecution. They have a wide range of things that they do. They do investigation, they do police, they do asset recovery, and yes, all these things, you understand? It is only one function, which is the prosecution, that the law stipulated clearly that because Article 88 is an entrenched clause, which we didn't amend it through a referendum, you cannot prosecute unless you go for authorization from the Attorney General.
Does that make the OSP independent or not? Because if I can investigate, go all around, and I can't prosecute independently,
that is one of the issues that
so there's a gap there.
Whether he is indeed independent, he's independent to do investigation. That is, he has the independence to do investigation. He has the independence to do asset recovery. He has the independence to prevent corruption. But on prosecution, he doesn't have that independence.
So is that independence?
No, you see, it came up even at his vetting. It came up at Martin Abidu's vetting that indeed you have to go for authorization. A lot of people, I remember those days, even on platforms, who were doing it, they told us that the NDC, they said, oh, he's not really the independent that you said he's independent. But you see, it is only one function that is not independent on. So that is why I'm saying that the man is incompetent, because you see, if you want to go, if you want to prosecute anyone, after all this investigation, you go for authorization, and maybe the Attorney General does not give you the authorization. Your act is saying that every quarter, come and brief the people of this country what you have been able to do.
He does.
You brief, I'm saying that. For instance, if I report Agboja because of the sole sourcing, then you start your investigation, which the Attorney General cannot prevent you from doing that. You start all your investigation, give Ghanaians update and so on. When it's time for you to go to court and the Attorney General does not give you the authorization, you tell the people of this country through your updates. You tell them that, yes, I have done all the things, but the Attorney General says he will not give me authorization to go and prosecute, so I have shelved it. You understand? That's why I told you that. The man there is not competent enough. No, you see...
Do you have any personal problems with
I don't have. He wants to assert his influence. You remember before he went to court, it happened that the Attorney General wanted to see the docket of the extradition of Kenneth Barata, and he refused to give him. And that was where the theft war started. So that was the reason when I came here, I said some things which he even you asked me to withdraw. I said it is the theft war that started with him that Justice Sai asked his boy in court, you understand, to do that. Then he told me that, well, he was not doing the Hajj job. He's an independent. He's no longer with the... You remember, on this platform, he's no longer on that. And I apologize for him for saying that he was doing the Hajj job. But you see,
So now he's helping your cause?
No, that has been confirmed today. He's not helping our cause because we still want the office to remain because the law is clear that he can do a lot of functions and if he wants to go and prosecute, he'll go for authorization. And he has not gone. I'm coming. He has not gone. So the question we are asking is, what does this government want with that office?
Okay.
Because in the first place, when they came in, they started, the majority leader and Daffy Amepo
wanted to dissolve.
Went to court to just remove that office, to just dissolve that office.
Yes.
Then CSOs and the media started pushing against it. And
they started the process in Parliament.
Yes, I'm saying that. The CSO and the media started pushing against it that the government is on an agenda. You remember H. Kwasi and others?
Yes.
Then the president said, no, it's too early.
Yes.
Don't do that. Withdraw. After the withdrawal, he went to court. When he went to court, I said he was doing the bidding of the Attorney General. He said, no, he's doing his own thing as an independent person.
Okay.
Now, just about a week ago, even that, within the period, the OSP decided to join the suit. His suit.
Yes.
They decided to join. The Deputy Attorney General, Justice Sai, pushed against that in court and told the court that because it is a statutory matter, it's the AG that is clothed with the responsibility to protect that office. To protect that office. Yeah. So the joinder shouldn't be accepted. So OSP was thrown out. Now, for you to go and submit to the court that you, the defendant, is
we ain't some who team court channel so I'm not so jemre. That's an so bad in the Dumbi Edomania. Yeah, essential. Now you're so much.